Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of February 22nd. It is patch day, patch 9.2, and we'll of course get into that shortly. First, let's try to start off with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This should be accurate as the new season doesn't start the first week, which is always a little bit odd. But the season doesn't start this week, so I imagine it's going to be on the same schedule. And if it is, the affixes will be Fortified, Sanguine, Necrotic, and Tormented. Again, that's Fortified, Sanguine, Necrotic, and Tormented. A little bit of an annoying week, actually. So, I guess a good thing that you don't have to, do anything really for the new season, but some people are going to want to do a high key to have a key for the next week. But yeah, this isn't the greatest week. And I don't know if this will even count towards the last season or not, or if this is just a complete vanished week. But we should still have Tormented, I'd imagine. So I guess should still count in theory. But yeah, that's the Mythic Plus affixes for the week, assuming that they stick with previous trends and continue the same schedule until the season resets, which will be next week. Let's talk about what's going on in the game. Of course, the patch will be talked about. But first, let's mention the Torghast Chorus of Souls event is this week. So if you do have a character that you need to, maybe you're switching your main, maybe whatever, you still have some Torghast stuff to do. It's really easy to get the mats from Torghast now. But let's say you still have some stuff to do here. The Chorus of Dead Souls is a really good week to do it, just because it's so easy. You can kind of AFK while you're doing something else on another monitor, or just watching TV, or whatever it is that you do. You can just it just makes it quite easy. Now, if you have really high item level, it is faster to do without the Chorus of Dead Souls. But if you're like in a character you're not as strong on, or just a fresh 60, the Chorus of Dead Souls, makes you much stronger than what your base character power would be in that case. So it's actually a good week to do that if you do need to get some Soul Cinders or Soul Ash ready for the next season, next week. We also have the Battleground bonus event 1 week too early, as again the PvP season will start next week as well. This would be really good to have on that week for a lot of people who do not want to really farm the honor. So this is coming 1 week too early, I suppose, for this honor for the Battleground bonus event here. It's a bit of a waste in my opinion, but it is what it is. Now let's just talk about the patch. So the patch is here today. So what can you do? Like I've mentioned multiple times already, the season is not starting today. Season meaning WoW is basically a seasonal game now, for better or for worse. A patch is basically a season where there's always been like a PvP season, but you have now Mythic Plus season, and the raid tier is now basically considered a season. And it is what it is. It's not, this video isn't about to wax politically about that issue or non-issue, but that is the case. So since the seasonal stuff will not start yet, all you really can do is go ahead and do the storyline. I believe it just starts in Oribos, and you will be sent to Zereth Mortis pretty quickly from the beginning there, and you'll just start your travels around there. So I'm not sure exactly what is available to you the first day, as like on the PTR, like everything's just unlocked. So it's hard to say like what's available to you the very first day. I think it's just one chapter, or it might be two chapters, but some people said that based on the content that they have said is going to be available, it's like 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, and that's probably accurate. I don't know if you can start farming rep right away, but if so, you can do that. And I don't know if you can start farming Cosmic Flux right away, but if so, you can also do that. That's for your character's power. Now, a lot of things have become account-wide from patch 9.1.5 and stuff, but not everything, and that's going to continue, unfortunately, here in 9.2. So you might want to go ahead and go through that on your alts as well. Obviously, it's not riveting to do the same storyline, multiple times through, but you might want to just get it out of the way. And hopefully we see changes to that in the future. I'm not holding my breath or anything, but that's other things you can do. So it's not a ton of gameplay for this first week. This first week is just making sure you get to Zereth Mortis, get your footing there, maybe learn the zone a little bit, learn how that's going to work, and just kind of explore it if you want, farm stuff if you want, but just kind of get a sense of how Zereth Mortis is going to be. There is like a new mining node that can spawn there. I don't know if that also means there's a new herbalism mode. I actually didn't play PTR at any of my characters with herbalism, so I didn't really notice, but I did have mining, so I did notice a new mining mode there, node there. So You can even do that if you wanted to, I suppose. But yeah, those are the kinds of things that you can do there. I already saw some people selling goblin glider kits and stuff. That's because flying will not be available right away. So anytime you could like jump off a mountain to go a little bit faster, people do that. I will say from being there, it's not like something you need to do by any means to do anything. And you might be able to save a little bit of time, but unless you're really, really, really pinched for time, it's probably not necessary to do that. So yeah, not a ton to do this week. Unfortunately, like the hype for the patch is more like the hype for the season, and that always starts like a week after. So um, it's a bit of a letdown in a lot of ways. I wonder if there's more things that they could do throw in to make a patch day a little bit more hype specifically, but I haven't really put much thought into that, so I'm not going to speculate about it right now. That's about it for this video. Next week we will have the start of the season, and soon after that probably I will probably have my Retribution Paladin DPS guide coming up. Probably either the first week of raid or first week of mythic raid or something like that, just to confirm everything through the not just simulations and stuff. Actually, I'll have some gameplay to back it up, and I look forward to doing that. And I'm really just hoping that maybe there's some kind of a secret in 9.2. Things I'm hoping for, but not holding my breath for at all. And probably waiting for the next expansion for as far as that goes. But that's it for this one. I will see you next week with hopefully a little bit more hype, as there's actually stuff to do and progress your character towards. So as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.